Hi. I was thinking about you yesterday because I haven't seen you on lives lately. How's it going? What have you been up to? I'm trying to focus on my posture while I stream. But yeah, how is everything going? What's new? Let me know. Same old. Well, I don't even know what the same old is. I don't even know what the same old is. For me, I went to a job fair today. I could talk more about that. It's for a company called Insomniac, and I'm really excited. I was really excited. I felt a lot of excitement at the job fair. My boyfriend's grandmother passed away. That's something new. A lot of us in the family are honoring the fact that, I guess I'll just speak on my personal experience, but I literally feel like I could talk to her. I feel like she could talk to me. I feel like she's with me. I feel like she's with everyone, and I don't know, I don't know if that's what's really happening, but I know that I get messages from her now, and I don't really know if I should be saying that on the internet or not, but I just did, so can't take it back now. Hi Michael, welcome to the live stream. I've got my drink as usual. So I will elaborate on the job fair. Insomniac is a company that is responsible for providing experiences for others. EDC, which is a festival that is in Vegas and Orlando. Beyond Wonderland. Those are just some of the festival names, and so it was really fun. If you're new to my live stream, I want to say hi. I see you. Would love to see you in the chat. This is a fun, free space for chatting. My name is Ari. I'm a creative, just talking about life for now. And yeah, I love to give advice. I love to answer questions. I am not playing any games, no. Who is on my playlist? Good question. Let me see. I will let you know. My most recently downloaded song is Vroom Vroom by Charli XCX. Charli XCX is a mood for me. Sometimes I'm in that mood, for sure. The Charli XCX mood. I'd love to, I wouldn't want to be her exactly, but I'd love to be the version of me that has a similar career to her. I think that would be so fun. The pop star life. I've got Audrey Nuna. I just discovered her. I was watching a Mr. Beast video where celebrities were competing for $1 million prize for the charity of their choice, and Audrey Nuna was on the video, and I loved her look, and I knew that she was a musician, so I wanted to know more about the music she makes. We've got Queen Herbie. Queen Herbie just came out with a new album. Hey, Sour Power Hour, I see you. I'm in outer space. The spacey backgrounds are a vibe. Shout out to all the people that are watching right now. Thank you for boosting my views. I'm here to exist. I'm here to be. We can talk about so many different things. Like all days in our lives, there are many possibilities. So let's enjoy life together. Let's have fun. What do you want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'll see if I want to talk about it too. Right now, I am replying to Michael Stevens' suggestion. What is on my playlist? Yeah, forehead reveal. Forehead reveal. Ooh, she cute. She cute. Hello, hello. I see Jason Bender in the chat. Okay, okay. Yes. Hi, Spencer Hall. I see you. Thomas wants to know how much cocaine I did today. I have never tried cocaine in my life. I never will. Not my thing. Not for me. I see you, Ellie Slays. Thank you. I see you, Axel. I also want to talk about this song, Black Boots by Leonard Trax. It is so satisfying. The song literally goes, black boots and tattoo. She got two things I like. And I literally just, when I hear that lyric, I don't know, my brain likes it. My heart likes it. Black boots and tattoo. She got two things I like. Cup full, drink a Red Bull. Southern girl, she can drink all night. Something about her. She's got what I'm looking for. You gotta listen to it. The music of that song is so good. Black Boots by Leonard Trax. Check it out. Another one, 304, Max Steel. So good. So good. And then the last one I'll say, these are all just like my recent songs that I downloaded. I've got The Largest by Big X The Plug. That song, I love that song. So, I also really love the song. I could just talk about songs forever, but I'm not going to. But yeah, and I wish, I can't play any of these songs because I would get like a copyright strike, but I can at least say the names, so that's cool. I've had Coca-Cola and I find Coca-Cola to be disgusting. I do not enjoy that flavor at all. And I'm really not happy with what it does to the body either. I'm like, not a fan. '90s neo soul. I've never heard that before. That sounds cool, Michael. I don't know, Derek, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay, okay. So I'd love to know if anyone here would like a tarot card reading. I have my tarot cards. I can give some tarot card readings. Let me know. Dean, I saw in the live chat replay that you were asking questions and I never got to read for you. So if you want me to pull some cards for you, I can. One reason why I pull tarot cards on YouTube live stream is because I think it's a great way to connect with people a little bit deeper than just chatting. And one of the big reasons why I have a YouTube channel is to connect with people. I don't have any Pokemon cards. If I had Pokemon cards, I totally would do a Pokemon card reading. For sure. For sure. No, so literally my test awaits. A test? Ugh, I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that at all. Thank you, King Flame. Yeah. Lullaby, I'll sing you to sleep. Grab your coat. I hope you're in the mood to count sheep. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard people say that being a human is all about learning lessons and getting tests from the universe. And I was like, if you can claim what being a human is about, then I'm going to claim that being a human is about playing on a playground. I don't need to take any tests. Like, I'm not doing it. Really, like, if you wanted to live your whole human life and not focus on learning any lessons, like, I think that's possible. I don't know. I mean, I have learned lessons, but and I have in the past thought that the universe was testing me, but I don't, it feels like icky to me. Like, I'm like, how is there, like, what if that's just my perception? What if that's just me choosing to think that the universe is testing me and that's why it's playing out the way it is? Like, what if, like, I legitimately was like, what if I'm here to play and I'm here to have fun? And then just start doing that. And then I don't know if I'm ignorant to the tests that are going on or if they just only happen if you believe they are. I don't know. Life is crazy like that. It makes me wonder if the things that happen because we believe in them. Hi, James. I don't know what you're writing about, but hi. Psychic is a brain thing. The brain has the ability to picture and imagine, and it's a brain. It's a thing about the brain. The brain can think and visualize. The heart can feel. I don't call myself psychic. I don't say I am psychic ever. I have been able to experience with imagination an experience, and then time has passed, and then that experience, I've experienced it with my five senses, but I don't think I really like predicted the experience. My perspective and my mindset around that is that the world is full of possibilities, and in every single moment there are multiple possibilities, and if I want to be aware of a specific possibility, I can. Like, if I want to visualize people clicking subscribe on my YouTube channel while I'm streaming, like, I totally can do that. I have the freedom to use my mind however I want to. And if I want to start asking myself, like, what can I look forward to in my day tomorrow? I could use my mind to visualize my day tomorrow. I could use my mind to have a conversation with myself about what I can look forward to in my future. And I think it's more powerful sometimes. Like, I mean, it kind of depends. I guess it's not always more powerful. I would say there's a difference between you yourself deciding what you're going to experience in your future versus someone else deciding it for you. But I think from personal experience, I feel really amazing and empowered to be able to decide what's happening for myself in my life. Is there sound for everybody except Saunders Spirits? Is it just like a thing for Saunders Spirits? Loving Dean asks, what do you think of AI and the internet making us... Also, Saunders Spirits, you didn't get me. My goal is to like give attention to everybody that comes here, and I'm gonna be concerned about your experience, probably. So, I mean, I guess if you want to think that you got me, you can, but it's not really that rare. What do you think of AI and the internet making us lose our imagination power? False. I mean, if there's an us that's losing imagination power, it's not me. The internet is what connected me to the book Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and that book led me into my body and into my imagination more so than anything else in my life. And I know that in this lifetime, the internet connected me to that book. So like maybe in another lifetime without the internet, I would have been connected to that book, but I don't know that for sure. And then with AI, I love using image generation. I will, and I've done this in the past, things that I imagine, I just describe it to the image generator and then generate an image. So I've generated a lot of images of things that I've imagined. I think, so in that way, AI has been a tool for me with my imagination. And then same thing with the internet. Yeah. I think people are gonna choose to do things, and we shouldn't blame things outside of our control, such as like the existence of the internet. Like, I'm not responsible for the existence of the internet in any way, and if I can't step back from it when I want to step back from it, I definitely would want to like reach out for help. I think it's important to be as in control of your body and your choices in life as you want to be. Elevated Minds is here. Hi. That's what I'm talking about specifically, though. You're using the AI instead of your imagination. What? I used AI to make an image of something I got from imagination. It's like a collaboration. There's no instead of. I had an image in my mind, had it for multiple years before ChatGPT came to be. And then when ChatGPT image generator was here, I took that information, put it into the image generator prompt, and then got an image of what I imagined. I'm using AI instead of my physical skill to draw. So AI, but I wasn't going to increase my physical skill to draw the thing that I image generated anyways. So, and now I have those images. They, in my opinion, they strengthen my imagination because I can see what I'm imagining more vividly, and I can remember it more often because of that picture that I now have. Thank you for being here, Zach. Yeah. Yeah, I see you. Monkey 85. I don't think it's important to be aware of how these tools are affecting the collective, because what am I going to do about that? And it's I mean, I could ask everybody right now, how is ChatGPT affecting you? And I'm going to get a different answer from everybody. The thing is with me, like, I'm more of a doer in life. So I do my best to like fill my brain and my mind with things I can take action on. Like, I'm not involved in tech. I'm involved in like YouTube. Like, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not involved in the tech of AI. So, and I'm not interested in influencing people to use AI in a certain way. And I just trust that my interests put me in alignment with where I'm meant to be. I trust like my heart as my compass, so like whatever my joy is, whatever my interest is. So to be mindful of how AI is affecting people, I mean, I would have to talk to so many different people and get so many different pieces of feedback. I think, but you're saying that it's important to be aware and mindful of how these tools are affecting the collective. So how are you doing that? I mean, you just got feedback from me. You just got feedback from me that I enjoyed using the image generator. And the internet has connected me with so many tools that help me meditate and help me use my imagination. LC, do you live stream every day? I have a really good friend. Oh wait, that might be an I. It might be IC. I have a really good friend with the initials LC. I don't live stream every single day, no, but it's most days. I like live streaming a lot. I see Anthony Washington, Aiden Stoll. Exactly what I'm doing here. I can just bring awareness to it. Yeah. I don't like the idea of assuming there's a negative experience going on. I like to always use my mind to focus on the best possible experience. Thank you. My dedication and persistence will pay off. Yeah, I claim that. I decide that. Yeah. It's a good day for Ari Star. How about you? What's your favorite music? Before, you must have not been here earlier, I listed all of my most recent downloads. Some of my favorites. I really like the song 304 right now. That's a really good song. I said Black Boots earlier by Leonard Trax. See some of my favorites. I love Sympathy Magic by Florence and the Machine. I have a cover by that song. Higher Than Nirvana by Embers. That's one of my favorite ones. I'm feeling higher than Nirvana. It's like I'm walking on the water. They say that everything is crumbling, but I know better days are coming. Yeah, I love like vibey music. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. Baby bruh, do you think we can die more than once? Yeah. Hi. Hi, Vibrance. Vibrance. 304 by who? Let me see. Hi, Shapeshifter. Welcome back again. We've been able to chat multiple times. 304 Max Steel. Max Steel. Well, listen to all the songs I just shared. Go ahead, be the change. Be who you want to be. Every single moment is a new moment. There's change happening moment by moment, no matter what the human people choose to do. In every single reality, the world is changing. The world changes naturally, Earth changes naturally. So what you choose to do with your time is your choice. What I choose to do with my time is my choice. I do like raving. I haven't been in a really long time, but I like raves. I went to a concert where it was two guys surrounded by electronic music equipment, and they were so incredible. And I found out recently that they broke up and they're never gonna do shows together ever again, and I felt really lucky that I got to see them live because they were amazing. They were amazing. Vibrance asked, what are we doing in here? I'm doing tarot card readings. I'm reading the chat. I'm saying what's on my mind, and I'm saying what I'm feeling. Are you fascinated by space? I am very. Are you fascinated by space? What's my relationship with space? I like to just like zone out and pretend I can be aware and like kind of be there. One time I had like a very incredible gummy, and I laid down on a bed and had a really incredible out of body experience. And the best way that I can describe this experience to you is by singing the song that I sang right when I came back into my body. I was singing all about how I am a ball of light near Neptune, and I really felt like I was right up next to Neptune. And I Googled some more information about Neptune, and Neptune is the planet of Pisces, and my sun is in Pisces. I was like, did my consciousness factually, evidently travel outside of my body and go up, right up next to Neptune? I don't know. Am I connected to some kind of star near Neptune at all times? But for some reason, this gummy affected my brain in a way where I was able to be more aware of it. Do I sound like a crazy person? Should I take my YouTube channel down forever? Should I stream more often to tell stories like this? I don't know. But it was amazing. It was amazing. Yes, take it down. No, I keep this channel forever. This channel will be here as long as YouTube is here. Making a YouTube video is like the one thing like I can see myself doing like the day before I die. Like, hi guys. This might be my last live stream. No, not this one, not this one. That I'm literally just like channeling the future. But I probably shouldn't channel the future right now. Especially not that future, because I'm not there yet. I don't need to be. I don't need to be there yet. Thinking of space and just looking at the moon brings me peace. Yeah, I love that. I know, right? I'm like, wait, why am I in that vibe? I get embarrassed of myself a lot. A lot. Like most recently I would call it an episode. Do you want to hear about my episode? Yes, I mean, I wouldn't say I know things about quantum physics. I've read a couple of quantum physics books. I'm not like an expert, but I have read a book called Do You Even Quantum Think? But that was 8 years ago, but I think that is such a good book. Do You Even Quantum Think? And also Dr. Joe Dispenza's books include some quantum physics. The point of view that says that, you know, every single reality is possible is a really wonderful point of view. I love to ponder the quantum field. I love to meditate and like travel through the quantum field. There is a meditation that Dr. Joe created, which is based on experiencing the quantum field, and it is just like one that I have not been able to get results in my physical life with yet, but to be able to like master that meditation in a way that allows me to be getting results in my physical life would be just like so incredible. Actually, there was one time that I did use that meditation and I did get a nice result. That guy named Steve made me feel sad for a sec. Definitely felt super sad. I think we should study Steve and find out what causes people to write the words that Steve wrote if we're going to be concerned about something. My current perspective on God is that God is real to a lot of people. God is real to a lot of people. Anything that occurs in the mind is real. It just might not be physical. So if I'm imagining an orange, that orange is real. It exists in my mind. Things that exist in my mind are real. Things that exist in your mind are real. That's an experience. That counts. There have been so many studies that confirm that if I were to imagine myself playing piano, and I'm playing piano in my mind right now, there are parts of my body that respond to what I'm choosing to focus on with my mind. So what you choose to believe in, what you choose to entertain in your mind, it will matter to your biology, it will matter to your body. It can influence your life moving forward. Everything begins as a thought. So in my language, I do say that what happens in the mind is real. Now, what happens in the mind is not physical, it's non-physical, it's mental, it's emotional. There was a time where the iPhone was existing in the mental world. Some people might even say the quantum field, like we said earlier. It's an idea. And then more energy gets added to the idea is talked about, the idea might get drawn, the idea might get written about, and then there's the physical product of the idea. And that's one of my favorite parts about being a human. I love to be aware of my experience of non-physical reality, imagination, mental realm, emotional realm, and then see how I can transfer what's happening within my body to the outside world, to the environment. It's very fascinating to me, very entertaining for me, it brings me a lot of joy, it makes me feel happy to be alive. Not Bree is here. Thank you, Bruce. That's so kind. I thought it would be a nice background, and I didn't even think that it looks like I'm in space. But other people did, and I really like that you brought that to the space. Hi, Rob. What do you think about the mug, Gunther? Speak up. What do you think? What do you think? Sonder Spirits has written, using the mind's eye to manifest a change in the real world is not easily measured, but there's still a bit of magic. Yeah, I would expand what you've written, if I may. It can be easily measured by the person with the mind's eye. Because I mean, I can easily get my journal out and journal about the visualization session I've just had. I could easily do that. And then, you know, let's say my visualization is about building a roller coaster, and I want to build it, and I can see that it's pink, and the cart of the roller coaster is blue, and it seats 4 people, and I start to draw it, and I'm documenting my journey in a journal, and then, I don't know, 5 years pass, and the roller coaster is physical, I can take physical pictures of it, I'm having the physical experience, and I'm like, wow, like, I was part of creating that. I was a piece of bringing this roller coaster to be. I think it can be very easy to keep track of the practice of using the mind's eye, imagination, connection to the mental realm, connection to the inner world to manifest a specific experience or collection of experiences in the world, in the physical world. The way where it's not easy, it's not easy to trust other people's stories. If you hear about what other people are doing, there's an element of trust. You must trust that other people are, you know, telling the truth. So that, I think that's the part that can be complicated. Hi, Samantha. No, you can't use your voice on the live stream, so we wouldn't be able to talk, but you can send any chats that you want to send. Bruce and Ron both want to know my marriage status. Yeah, not married. Nope. Okay, Samantha writes, not like that. Okay. Like what? Let me know. Let me know. I think it is so important for every person to be aware of what they desire. What do I long for? What do I want? And then once you've pinpointed, like let's say like I want to have a garden. The next question that I think is so important is why? Where does that desire come from? Why do I want that? The pride of being able to grow my own food, the entertainment of being able to take care of a garden. Like I love the process of taking care of a garden. Like I get all those reasons. But I think that's important to every person. What do you want? What do you desire? Why? Sometimes, like in the past, I remember one desire I had, and then I asked myself why, and then the reason why was, you know, because I want to feel happiness. And then I realized, okay, well, I don't have to go through that desire. I could just, you know, get right to happiness. So that's the reason why asking why and where does that desire come from is so helpful. Sometimes also the desire comes from a deeper desire where like you could just do the deeper desire, like maybe I want to go on a trip to California. I want to go on a trip to California. And then I ask myself, okay, why do you want to go on a trip to California? Oh, because I want to swim in the ocean. And it's like, well, there's an ocean 30 minutes away from you. Did you know that? And it's like, oh, okay, I'll just drive 30 minutes away. Like, you can find easier ways to get the experience that like you're actually wanting. If that made any sense at all. Hi Bray, thank you. Samantha has been having a terrible week. We see you. We see you. You can still exist even when you've had a terrible week. You're still valuable. Hi Ron. Wow. Hi Juan and Ron. Dude, I don't like that. Fuck off. I'm not accepting that energy. Decline. Decline. I don't like that energy. I'm not allowing that. No. Hi. I just think all of my friends are ignoring me and they just hang out with someone else. Well, maybe they don't like you that much. Someone not liking you doesn't mean you're not likable. You're a unique person, and yeah, Mark says find some new friends, possibly find some new friends. The world is really big. I don't have knowledge of what grade you're in, Samantha, but I know you're still in school. Happy birthday to Anna. Tell us about your birthday. Anything you want to say, go for it. Go for it. Happy birthday. I'm taking a break to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. That's a lot of tea, Mark. What kind of tea was it? What's everybody's favorite ice cream flavor? That is so kind. Thank you. Thank you. Aw, that's wonderful. Hi, Mr. Milk. What kind of art do? I do paintings with acrylic paint. I do writing, poetry, stories, and I've also made some physical products, like my merch is art. And videos, obviously. Also songwriting. Thanks for asking. Do you do art too? What kind of art do you do? If you do art too. Have you done any more art lately? If so, could we see some? Yeah, I have had a lot of fun dates in my life. Of course, what's the point of a date if it's not fun? Oh, you write songs too. I don't have any new. I mean, I have been painting lately, but I'm not ready to show any of it. There are new songs. I just improvised a song while I was live streaming yesterday, and I screen recorded it so it could be a short for you guys. And what else? Definitely new writing. I write every single day, so I have a lot of new writing. What's up with the jewelry is I realized that the jewelry I want to make would be rings, and all of the ring making kits are too expensive for my budget right now, so possibly in the future get like some ring making kits, or maybe go, I've seen on my Instagram feed a place where you can go and make rings. Like they supply all the supplies and you can do it in a public place. So that's what's up with that. I would love to read one of my short poems right now. Yes. Hi, Howard. I'm from Life. Hi, Eric. Let me find a good poem. I think, Samantha, if my hair looks more beautiful to you every day, that's just how you see me. That's you. To see something and think it's more beautiful every day is a blessing. So I hope you know how special you are, because not everybody would be seeing like that. Oh my god. This one's not short though. Yeah, I had a buzz cut. I love a buzz cut. Now let me find a short poem that I am ready to read, because that one was long. Let me see. Hold on. found some interesting pieces of writing. I just found some interesting stuff. This is a good one. This is a good one. No, sometimes I turn the video off. It's still here. Yeah, no, I did that on purpose. It's just turning the camera on and off. If you stick around and come to some more of my live streams, sometimes I do that just because it gives me a break from being on camera if I need a quick one. No, I just needed to be off camera for a second. Here we go. I think this one should definitely go in a short, and it should go on TikTok, and it should go on Instagram, it should go all over the place. Instead of telling me what you would want to do to me in bed, tell me what you would want to learn about me when we lay together. Tell me how you would ask me about my dreams and plans. Tell me how you would want to learn more about who I am as a person. Touch my soul before you even think about touching my body. I've never read that one out loud. I wrote that December 16th, 2019. Being a girl, being in the 20s, it's not always so fun. Definitely not. Not for me, I guess, at least. No one is forcing you to do anything. The choices you make are all you. No one is forcing you to stay in relationships you don't like. No one's forcing you to go to a job you don't like. No one's forcing you to not go after your dreams. I'm just gonna read a bunch of this now. I am the only one I have control of. When I let go of changing others, I have energy to change myself. When I change myself, the change in me changes those around me. I am the only one I have control of, yet sometimes I forget. I act as though I can mold others to be who I want them to be, but that cannot be done. I am the only one I have control of. Hi, Jet Builder. What are you experiencing that leads to you define your life to be a mess? And what are you experiencing that leads you to say that you're happy? Oh, I'm glad that you could understand it. Maybe relate to it in some way. Nothing is gonna bring him down, but what if there was no up and there was no down? What if it's all just experience? What if we don't have to look at our life and judge it as positive or negative? What would we say about it then? What if we narrated the experiences in our lives without ever using any judgmental words? We just spoke about what we felt and what we knew and what we thought, what we saw, what we heard. I heard people chatting about ice cream today. Myself and 3 other women, all sitting in our favorite chairs, chatting about ice cream. One woman brought up Superman flavor. Myself, I said I would be the type of person to get Superman flavor just because of the way it looks, the colors, the blue, the yellow, and the red. Have you ever seen Superman flavored ice cream? It's blue, yellow, and red. The flavors on the ice cream board for Superman at this specific ice cream shop were yellow, raspberry, and bubblegum. What would that taste like? I do not know. I did not try it. Would it be judgmental for me to say that that was a great experience? Yes. But what if I didn't judge it? What if instead of having some word that simplifies my moment, like, oh, that was great. I feel like as soon as I say that was great, I take a vast collection of senses, sounds, sights, tastes, smells, thoughts, feelings, and I put it in this small thing and I grasp it and I claim it. I'm looking at it and saying, oh, that was great. But what if I don't do that? What if instead of filling my mind with, that was great, and that sucked, and that was bad, and that was good, what if instead I filled my mind with what actually occurred? The laughter, the smiles. I see them in my mind right now. The tone of one of the woman's voices when she talked, the tone of all 3 of the voices. What if instead of picking words to describe my experiences and remembering that, I remembered the actual experience? I actually love to expect. I see a comment from Loving Dean. I love expecting. And I can expect and not be disappointed because it's that quantum mindset. It's that mindset that everything is happening everywhere all at once. And I'm just grateful that I found this moment. So maybe in this moment I have an idea of, I expect I'll brush my teeth tonight. And I know that's actually going to happen. And I most likely would be disappointed if I didn't do that. Yeah. Yeah. I would say I never expect good or bad. Rarely ever, maybe not never. I use a lot more words and I'm a lot more rooted in the actual experience. Like for example, for dinner tonight, red ravioli shaped like a heart. On the inside, fresh mozzarella and ricotta and Parmesan cheese, tomato sauce. I can just remember that and I don't have to call it good, I don't have to call it bad. But I mean, based on the way I described that, you probably thought it was good. I think I described it in a way that implied that I did enjoy it. But I'll just remember what actually happened. I'll just remember the experience of my senses. I'll remember what I saw. I'll remember what I tasted. My experience of expectation is that I've decided what I prefer. And I've decided to plan something. I like to be conscious of it for sure. Mike is experiencing hunger. Alex Hammer is here. I see you. Chocolate ice cream in the freezer. I agree. Diogenes Risen. That is like Alan Watts. I love it. I love it. Just bringing my awareness to what I see, bringing awareness to what I hear, bringing awareness to what I taste. And I don't need to think about it. Like just simply hearing the sound of cars driving on the road, seeing a star in the sky. I don't have to think about it. I'm still here. I just stepped away for a second. I think I've been really overwhelmed tonight, but like trying to play it cool. Joey, I feel sad every time I read what you're writing, just so you know. It makes me sad. Blessings to Colt. Thanks for sharing time with us. Is the average internet troll in the chat still? This is an interesting question. So you're asking me to change because I'm having an emotional reaction to you. The world is a lot more than sunshine and rainbows. You're so right. A+. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. This is about to be so entertaining. My emotions cannot be right or wrong. People's emotions don't get to be right or wrong. They just are what they are. I love the sky and I love stars, yes. Yes, Diggum. And please, everybody in the chat, let me know if you agree or disagree with the idea that emotions cannot be put in a category of right or wrong. They just are. Every person is having an emotional experience, and every emotional experience that is being had is valid. I do think Vietnamese people are awesome. I love Vietnamese people. I love Vietnamese food. I enjoy all different types of people. I think people are beautiful. Mark says, the world is literally made of light. That's actually so true. Hi, Este. Let's be chill. Let's be chill. I guess you don't like tarot. I love tarot. But I hate that I love something that so many people don't like. It is frustrating. I think if someone feels angry, the anger itself is valid. The emotion, the energy that the person's experiencing is true to that person. What that person chooses to do with the energy in their body could be right or wrong. I wish this was taught in school so that I didn't need to teach it to a person that's clearly a person feeling angry at another person for a specific reason. A person feeling angry at a person for a specific reason. Well, that's a racist person. And a lot of people think racism is wrong. I'm lucky enough that, like, I've never been in person with anybody that I knew to be racist. Like, in the experiences I've had in my physical world, like, I've never known, it's never, like, if someone was racist in my physical world, like, I didn't know that they were. I have heard of Carl Jung, yes. Hi, Nick. I think emotions are so important, though. My emotions are really important to me. I think it's sad for any person to communicate with a woman in the way that you began communicating with me tonight, Joey. It was disgusting. I blocked it out of my chat so that no one had to see it. If I want my emotions to dictate my life, that's my choice. Whatever I want to do with my emotions, as long as I'm not hurting anyone else, as long as I'm doing things that improve other people's lives, then I'm fine. I don't drink milk from cows, no. But I drink like coconut milk. Joey writes that I'm 40 going on 13. I would say, Joey, you're incapable of letting me know what you actually think, and you're letting me know these like comments that are meant to like dig at me and bother me. You're not letting me know what's actually on your mind. Jamie, I feel you. That does sound really interesting to me, Arcade, because I can be really community minded and I can be really concerned about what experiences other people are having. So it would be kind of cool. It would be pretty cool. I mean, honestly, Joey, based on your word choice, you're rooted in trying to control me, and that's really uncomfortable. Like, you gotta learn comebacks. Like, telling me something that I gotta do. I don't think I told you anything that you need to do. That sounds great. Good for me. You literally said you got to learn comebacks. You gotta learn comebacks. You literally told me to do that. And now you're being critical of how much I'm reading, letting me know I need to read more once again. My shadow is exhausted of like whatever is not my shadow, trying to like do stuff with it. If that makes sense. I'm kind of burnt out on self-development. Obviously, I'm going to develop myself, but some of like the psychological self-development stuff just suggests that like becoming more whole. What if one pathway to becoming more whole is to look within the self and find wholeness and just vibrate with that? I am considering kicking Joey out of here. I've done that. Arcade Ambulance, sitting with yourself, assessing how we're influenced by both things outside of ourselves and more important, the process that. Yeah, I've done that before. One thing that I like to do when I sit within is to observe possibilities, choose the possibility that I most favor, and just go there and just enjoy it. That's what I like to do. It's bad that you knew what? What did you know? Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to discover within the mind. I've never watched The Terminator. Okay, so you knew that I teach kindergarten. You knew that. You knew that, and it was a fact. And that is so bad. Wow. You have made me feel excited. You guessed it and was correct. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Wow, and like how did you do that? Do you have like incredible intuition? Like, wow. Is this how girls normally talk to you? I bet anytime anyone has a problem with anything Joey says, he just like attacks them and then leaves. Da, 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 da. So Jamie writes, learning about the unconscious self. I'm trying to be cool and connect with everybody that's talking about things of more substance, but I I do love a bully. I do. I do. If you want to see me as a psychopath, that's your choice. That's your choice. How does a person identify their ego to be ego? How does a person identify shadow to be shadow? Like sometimes when I look within my own mind, I see whatever I decide I will see. First of all, I mean, I think maybe if I was in a deeper meditation, more stuff would like pop up, but like right now, it's literally like ready to see whatever I decide to see. I don't have a favorite scent, and I don't have a favorite Jeff Buckley song either. Yay! Aw. I'm glad that Jamie's gonna read it. I'm glad that someone could recommend a book and then someone else would want to read it. That's pretty cool. Shout out to everybody that feels a wholesome vibe right now. I can tell I have, like, what's the definition of ego? Sense of self? In some ways, I've seen ego be framed. It's as though the mind itself is an enemy to the mind itself, and there's like this conflict going on. And at the time that I was framing it that way, I was experiencing it that way, and I saw it that way, and I wanted it to end. And I remember at that time I saw a magazine where there was a piece of art on the magazine, and it was two people arm wrestling, and that's what I saw. And then I had that magazine in my bedroom. Weeks passed by, and I know I was working on like inner conflict and wanting to just experience inner peace. And then so weeks went by, and I saw that same piece of art, the same magazine cover, and I saw two people holding hands. Same picture, didn't move, didn't change, but because of the inner work I had been doing, I interpreted the art in a completely different way. It was amazing. I don't have that magazine anymore. I wish I could like show you guys the picture. But it was a picture where like on one day it looked like two people arm wrestling. And on another day it looked like two people holding hands, like shaking hands, like making an alliance. And so like I really think that inner reflection, meditation, journaling can change the way that you see art. It can change the way that you see people. Hey, I took an anatomy class. When I saw what I saw in my anatomy class, that's when I fell in love with people. That's when I made the conscious decision. Anytime anyone is calling anyone stupid, I'm gonna remember like we are the most amazing things. Our bodies, the inside of the brain, like everything is incredible. is incredible. So, like, I never think of a person to be stupid. Like, I think of people to be beautiful. I think of people to be fun and interesting, something to discover, something to connect with, maybe something to not connect with. So I can't connect with every single person. I think if I'm choosing not to connect with a person, it might be the way that I felt while I was connecting with the person, or possibly if the person was communicating with me in a way that I viewed to be demeaning, disrespectful, hateful, like that type of thing. But yeah, Zazmaster, I'm connecting with you. I feel happy. I feel happy that you even asked. Will you connect with me? Yeah, happiness. I'm an emotional being. I get a lot of emotions, and I try to make sure that I'm surrounded by all the energy that I like. I like safety, I like peace, I like happiness. And please always call me Ari. I just want to be called Ari. Or, yeah, just Ari. I will be back in a moment. I'm going to take a bathroom break. I will be back. I'm laughing at what ZZZ555W wrote. Okay, so Nick wrote, Mason asked, are you Christian? I'm curious as well. I am not Christian. One of the reasons I'm not Christian is that I'm interested in Hindu gods. I'm interested in goddesses. There's one Japanese goddess that I'm connected with. So I'm pretty sure to be a Christian, you're not supposed to like study other gods or other religions. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm also really uncomfortable with, like, yeah, it's just not really for me. There was another question that what is tarot? So tarot is a deck of cards, and I can ask a question or think of a person and shuffle the cards, but like think of a person that wants a reading, not like any person. Like if I wanted a reading, I'll just think of myself and pick cards. And then I just channel ideas of what the card is saying and what it means to me, and that's the reading. Thank you for reminding me that, Mark. I bought shrimp at the store today. Oh wow. I'm living on planet Earth. Just a starry background. I appreciate those words from Cashier Marquise. I mean, yeah, I'm in space. Everyone, we're all in space, all of us. But my human body is on a yoga mat, and the yoga mat is on the carpet, and the carpet is on the floor, and the floor is on the house, and the house is on the earth. Honestly, Dio, I am gonna say hopefully I can read tarot cards for you another time. I'm not gonna read any tarot cards tonight just because I'm not feeling fully safe in my body after the interaction with Joey. It was like stressful for me, and I was just going through the emotions that I went through. I wouldn't want to offer a tarot reading right now. So I hope that another time that I'm live, you will be able to ask for a tarot reading and I'll be able to do one. But I definitely want to feel emotionally stable while I'm reading tarot cards. And it was a little stressful to have some of the conversations that, well, just one of the conversations, I guess. remember. Clerk, I don't remember. Thank you, Dio. Yeah, slowly it releases naturally. I don't really have to do anything. Just energy's flowing. Maybe some deep breaths. Please don't make up stuff about me. If you want to know something about why I did something or what I'm doing or who I am, just ask me. The reason why I went to the bathroom was because my bladder was full. I feel upset when rumors are made. I forgive you. I appreciate you apologizing. You didn't have to do that. We have a question from Arcade Ambulance. Ari, what would your inner trouble-free retreat look like? I would never say that out loud to a group of people. But yeah, that's like a good meditation idea to manifest my inner trouble-free retreat. Where would it be? Would there be any buildings there? Would there be other people there? Yeah, great questions. All of that information is classified. But yeah, cool questions. I love that Marcus Aurelius says that people spend fortunes to go on vacation when instead they could create a trouble-free retreat in their mind. I love that. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Very good idea. You've got the wheels turning for sure. For sure. I have heard of Marcus Aurelius Antonius. Why would it be a secret? Why would it be a secret? The reason why it would be a secret is also a secret. I mean, it's just private to me. I don't really want to know where yours is either. I don't want to be able to access it. I'm just vibing, letting everything happen moment to moment. I see you, Jack, Waste, Rice. Hi. Thank you. Thank you so much. I had an idea just now that I could end the stream in a few minutes because in Eastern time it would be 11:11. It could be a dream come true for me and you. It could be a dream come true. It could be a dream come true. What kind kind of expectations did you have? What do you mean? Oh, wow. That's a synchronicity. That's cool. One more minute. 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 I'm leaving. Thank you. Good night, Mark. Good evening. Hi Tita, that's cool. Thank you, Marcel. I am feeling sleepy. I'm glad that I could have this stream tonight. I feel like I probably got a lot of new subscribers. Possibly. Hi. Yeah, I do know how to make savory snacks. No, I'm not married. I just burped. That's why I literally turned the sound off and turned my camera off. I like savory and sweet, and sometimes within the same hour, please. Please never call anyone a mess. In my community, we know so little about each other. It's not appropriate to define people so quickly. Thank you. Savory pastries with a cheese filling. That sounds amazing to me. Savory pastries with a cheese filling. Wow. chocolate croissant. Yeah. From Paris. An eclair from Paris. I had a raspberry eclair while I was in Paris with passion fruit filling. I took the smallest bites. I ate so slowly. The food in Paris tastes so amazing that I eat slower than I've ever eaten anywhere else because I don't want the experience to end. That's what so many of my experiences in Paris were like. So incredible. I love Paris. I should live there. I should definitely live there. What? You will go, Jamie. You will decide to go. You will go. Honestly, Clark, I get so annoyed by statements like this because I could meet 3 Parisian people and maybe those 3 Parisian people look down at Americans with disdain, but that doesn't mean like, but yeah, I don't know how the Parisian people looked at me, so I have no idea. I don't know. But I really hate statements like that because they're not rooted in truth. Most of the time, statements like that are connected to experiences that like someone had a few experiences and then they started to generalize, and it's not the truth, and it annoys me so much. But yeah. Wow. Energy is so magnetic. Yes, it was a question. It was. And here's another question. Here we go. Wait. I accidentally hit it, but it was, is it true that French girls only shower once a week? See, do I know every French girl in the world? For me to answer that question, I would have to communicate with every single French girl and find out how often they shower. Like, I hate generalized statements, especially when it comes to culture, because I don't know. It's like, it's not the truth. No, I don't think that's a stupid question. No. People can be quick to make generalizations, and to me, it makes the world a lot less entertaining. It makes the world bland. Every single human being is a form of life that can never exist again. To generalize that, do I think of myself as odd? No. Were the people there nice? Yes. What generalizations do people make about French women? I don't know. I don't have any of them in my head. I have no fucking clue. Literally. And I'm not even gonna try to think of one because I don't want to. I also think it's possible that the law of assumption is a thing. The law of assumption says that, like, if I assume I'm gonna have a good day tomorrow, part of the reason I'm having a good day will be my assumption. So when it comes to generalizations, like when it comes to my thinking, I'm gonna fill my thinking with as much that pleases me and as much that I want to experience during my lifetime. That's just how I'm gonna live. When I was in my mother's womb, I was called a female, and when I was born, I was called a female, and I'm still a female. I've been to Paris 2 times. The first time I was there for 1 night, and the second time 3 nights, I think. Maybe 4, maybe 3. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I don't know my bowling average. I haven't been bowling in probably might have been 10 years. It's been a long time. I was in France for a full month. And then I went to Milan for 7 days. And then I went to Albania for 2 weeks. And then I went to Germany. And then I went to Austria. And then I went to Paris. And I went to Paris for 3 or 4 days. Something that I'm noticing is, no, this is so deep about myself, and it relates to what our kid ambulance was bringing up earlier. But I definitely have a need to increase my ability to sustain higher levels of joy and happiness, and just be okay with not being able to share it with anyone, and enjoy my happiness for sure, and just let it be longer and more. Yeah. I do not keep track of that, Clark. I don't know. No, I never had a waiter name with that name. No. I took a train from Austria to Paris. Thank you, Jared. That's so kind. I hope you just keep sending all the vibes that you want to send. I saw the outside of the Louvre, but I did not go to the inside. One vibe. Where's your favorite place? What's your favorite place on planet Earth? What's your favorite place on planet Earth? I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody soon. I appreciate everyone for sending comments that are kind of like PG, you know. I really appreciate wholesome connection and the just like the friendly connection and kind of like reading the room. I really appreciate it. So thank you. You're welcome, Nick. I'm glad you could see that. What? What is not decent? I'm confused. Yeah, I make YouTube videos and Arcade Ambulance is here. The first time I ever wanted to be a YouTuber was in 2017, and I had the idea that I wanted to make YouTube videos, and I did not make any YouTube videos, and at the time I didn't know why I didn't make any videos, but now I know that I was deeply embarrassed of myself. I was a elementary school student when there was a rumor made about me and about my body, and a lot of kids at school didn't like how skinny my body was, and I have this idea that maybe that experience was part of why it was so scary to make a video where, you know, everybody can see my physical form on the camera and they can write whatever they want to write. I think it was just so overwhelming to me to think of what people could possibly say, and I'm so grateful every single day that I did decide eventually to record myself, because I've had so many great experiences with YouTube, and I know I love being able to express myself. I love that I can do it so freely and that I have this space. So I'm really glad that so many amazing resources have found me throughout my lifetime. I even asked my mom for encouragement at the time in 2017, and she said to me that I can't do what I want to do with YouTube, because I had like a specific plan of what I wanted to do, and I told her the whole plan and she was like, you can't do that. And whenever my mom told me I couldn't do something, I always believed her, because I had a very trusting relationship with my mom, and most of the time she told me I can't do things, it was like, you know, you can't touch the hot stove, you can't lift your dress up and twirl it around. But then when social media became a thing, it was like, you can't post that picture, and it was like a picture of me smiling, and I was like, wait, what's wrong with this picture? She's like, that's just not a good picture of you. And I'm like, okay, why? I want women in the world to love the appearance they have and to have an incredible relationship with their bodies. And hopefully I can do things that inspire that and leave that impact on the world. The point is that I'm a YouTuber right now. I'm making a YouTube live stream right now. I'm live from my art studio space making a YouTube video. So it's up to me how I choose to make videos, when I choose to make videos, and I hope you'll be here along the journey with me. Thank you, Clark. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, yeah. Yeah. It's okay to do things that other people think you can't do. You will survive. It's okay that I did something that someone thought I couldn't do. I survived. It's okay that I did something that someone told me not to do. I survived. It's okay that I didn't do something that someone told me I should do. And I survived. Yeah. To this day, I'm very uncomfortable with people telling other people what they should do and what to do, and like it definitely is uncomfortable. What is it? I don't know what I don't what? Thank you, Arcade Ambulance. Thank you. Aw, Fati. Thanks. So much of it can be in our heads. We think of certain things, and it's amazing to see ourselves and to know ourselves and be on this journey together. Thank you again for being here, and I hope I get to connect with you again during this lifetime. It has been a blessing to offer you the sound of my voice. Goodbye, everybody.